while we fly. Oceans calling my name. Life is more than a game. Board the plane, it's on time. Sun is shining, it's bright. Breeze, the sky is cool and calm. Take a trip, it's not long. Oh, the vibe's so mellow. Airwaves sing like cello. Sandy beaches we climb. Coastal airways, oh my. Take me high, smooth as sea. Coastal breeze, fly with me. Take me high, the island's near. Feel the love in the air. Arms are swaying, blue sky. Wonders found while we fly. Oceans calling my name. Life is more than a game. Soaring high, wings of steel. Under stars, it's surreal. Dreams are real in the sky. Coastal airways fly by. Reggae beats in my ears. Miles away, no more fears. Lay back, count all the stars. Flying free, no more bars. Take me high, smooth as sea. Coastal breeze, fly with me. Take me high, the island's near. Feel the love in the air. Take me high, smooth as sea. Coastal breeze, fly with me. Take me high, the island's near. Feel the love in the air. Arms are swaying, blue sky. Wonders found while we fly. Oceans calling my name. Life is more than a game. Arms are swaying, blue sky. Wonders found while we fly. Oceans calling my name. Life is more than a game. Board the plane, it's on time. Sun is shining, it's bright. Breeze, the sky is cool and calm. Take a trip, it's not long. Oh, the vibe's so mellow. Airwaves sing like cello. Sandy beaches we climb. Coastal airways, oh my. Take me high, smooth as sea. Coastal breeze, fly with me. Take me high, the island's near. Feel the love in the air. Arms are swaying, blue sky. Wonders found while we fly. Oceans calling my name. Life is more than a game. Soaring high, wings of steel. Under stars, it's surreal. Dreams are real in the sky. Coastal airways fly by. Reggae beats in my ears. Miles away, no more fears. Lay back, count all the stars. Flying free, no more bars. Take me high, smooth as sea. Coastal breeze, fly with me. Take me high, the island's near. Feel the love in the air.
tell you what, man, those dogs are barking. They're barking. They're not happy. What is going on, folks? Welcome to the FSBN channel. We have our security team behind us, not happy about something. I don't know what's going on out there, but they're not happy about something. So, whatever. Anyway, welcome aboard Flight 31. We're going over to St. Martin. That's right. And you guys, we had a thunderstorm just pass overhead probably about 30 minutes ago. I've been sitting here on the ramp and just watching the storm blow by us. So great weather right now. It's all moved to the north. So that's pretty good, I think. I mean, the radar is looking pretty good. All that stuff is a lot more coming, but most of it's out of there. So we'll take that. I hope you are all doing well and had a good week. And we are here at the ramp here, San Juan, Puerto Rico. This is one of our basically focus cities for the Caribbean. We just flew an 800 in, swapped the 800 out, and we jumped in with 600. So it's a equipment change for us, and we got in about 9:25 a.m. We have a little bit of layover here. We don't have to go until 12:45 p.m. So a little bit of a layover. It's just a 3-leg day for us. So we had maybe an hour and a half to relax, go in the terminal, go to the crew room area, and then hang out. And then we'll go ahead and jump in our 600. Hopefully you guys are doing well. We are in the little teeny 600, which is a rocket ship. I think you guys are going to really like this airplane. I love it. AJ, what's going on? And hello, Steve. How are you? Hopefully all you folks are doing great. We're going to be getting this show on the road. I got 12:02 on the clock. We're due out of here at 12:45. So you could tell this airplane came in. I don't know where it came in from, but one of the trips that we do in the Caribbean, that's why it's here. And the crew that took this is swapping out to an 800 later in the day, and they're going home. And then we're just starting our 3-day schedule. We got a 3-day schedule in the Caribbean, and this airplane is just beautiful. I love it. Cool aircraft. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get the IRSs programmed. I'll go ahead and flip it over there, over to nav. We'll just make sure you get alignment here on both of those, and then we'll drop in the FMC. Go init ref, and we're going to go T. It's JSJ, isn't it? Think about that. That is correct, sir. And then we're going to throw that one in and drop that. All right, so that's done. And pretty much we'll go ahead and get our clearance. We'll go get catered, clearance, the whole 9 yards. The airplane, I don't know when it would have came in. It probably just came in 10 minutes ago or something like that. So let's call for the catering. Everybody's week went well, I'm assuming. Hopefully. Request catering services, they'll come in here for us. If you're just checking in, you're brand new to us. What we're about, 3 things: learn something, do it right, and have fun. Well, we try to do it right, not all the time, but we try to. Anyway, we're going to get the catering trucks over. We're going to go ahead and get the FMC programmed and ready to go. And then we'll start going here. All right, don't worry about the gate too much on this, just because probably ain't right. We're going to go, actually, I'm going to do a company route. Probably not going to do a company route. And the reason why, it's just because it's so fast. This is a fast flight, you guys. I'm not kidding. This is a quick flight. We're talking total mileage here. 179 miles. It's pretty close. So we're not going to have a lot of room or anything. We're going to try to get a lot of things programmed on the ground. All right, so we got JSJ. We're doing the departure. Jets 1 departure. So let's do that. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this. The destination TNC TN. I think it's TNCM. Yeah. DNCM like Mike. And we'll throw that in right there. That's it. So that's our origin airport or destination airport, and then we're going to go ahead and go ahead and click arrivals, departures. We're going to take off here 8, and we're doing the Jets 1 departure. And I believe the transition is going to be right at Sluggo. That's where they got us going in. No arrival into the airport. We're just going to go PJM. I'm probably not going to do that. We're going to take that long runway. Obviously, it's going to be runway 10. And probably going to be the VOR inbound or the GNS. Probably take the GNS runway 10 in. There is no ILS. It's just either a VOR or a VOR Zulu. We'll just do the RNAV into St. Martin. We should have a nice, relatively nice. So it's gonna be bumpy out here just because of the turbulent, just the weather that's passed by us. But kind of unstable air here in the Caribbean. It's about normal time of the day. Okay, back to the route. You could see that flight number. I'm just gonna throw in 31 today. And I'll activate it. We'll execute it. We'll go pref coming in. 0 fuel weight. I got it all written down here. I've got a 0 fuel weight of approximately 108.8. There's our 0 fuel, and our reserves are going to be pushing 4.8 today. And the reserves cost index is a whopping 20. We're not going very high. By the way, did they come yet? Yeah, there they go. Now we're getting catered. Okay, we're planning out of here with 15.1. I'll throw that there, and then we're gonna go up to a top altitude. It's pretty low. It's at 22,000. How about 210? That's today. 210, maybe. I don't know. Hang on. I have to wait. Okay, 210's in. I see it on here. I don't see it on here. Why? I'll have to reset my iPad. Sorry. That's dumb. Really, dude? I'm going to close it, start over. Oh, this is the wrong one. Get rid of that. I'll turn this on, see if we got it. All right, that took it. Okay, good. Let's see if it works now. Cruise wind. What are we looking at here? 265 at 28. Is it working? Yes. Okay. We'll throw that cruise wind in there. We're taking the outside air temperature up at altitude today. How about minus 15? Throw that in there. Everything else is good. Transition altitude probably won't be 18,000 today. It's going to be transition at 5,000 feet. I mean, it's going to be 18 out of San Juan, and it'll be 5,000 into St. Martin. We'll wait for the N1 limit because we're going to go ahead and have to pull those numbers. Let me get to your comments, see what the heck's going on over here. Max, what's going on, buddy? How are you? Busy here, doing well. This is a turboprop route. This is a turboprop route. Gray, how are you? Gray Aviation's checking in. Hopefully you're well. This is definitely a turboprop route. Yeah, we're competing. Jet service and all that good stuff. So why the heck not? We really, honestly, if you look at our route structure in the Caribbean, we're everywhere here. I mean, we really, really go basically hitting all the islands. Let me see. Well, this is not going to work. Hang on just a minute. I'm trying to see if I could get a new aircraft installed here. Let's see what we got. Here's our 600. All right, we got 622,000. And we We've got steel brakes. And we're looking at airport search is going to be SUJ. Nope. SJU. Nope. Yeah, SJU. Okay, good. San Juan runway is going to be 8. I'm just going to plug in the conditions. It rained before. Let's look at the, I just want to see if we happen to have any NOTAMs that just came through. I looked before, I didn't see anything, but you never know. Let's see what we got here. Nope, that's an older one. Looking for any FICON issues. Nope. Nope. Some cranes, and that's it. So that's the wrong airport. Let's go over here. Click NOTAM. All right, that doesn't apply. There's a closure between 12 and 1600 Zulu, so we're done with that. I'm just looking at no FICONs, you guys. We're good. There is a FICON right now. Wet observed. So we have wet, but any braking action, 555. That's why you want to look at NOTAMs. So our braking action's 555, which brings us to good. It's not dry, it's going to be good. We're going to go ahead and click full thrust on this, max ATM, optimum on the flaps. AC's auto, anti-ice is off, and no improved climb. Takeoff weight can be 124.3. There, we're estimating that with it looks like an 18% on our trim. Let's see what we get. It's always a good idea to look at those NOTAMs because that's why. If it's a turboprop route, shouldn't it be flown in a CRJ? Yes. I love the 600. Takes off like a rocket ship. Yes, it is. Dan, how are you? Yeah, this thing is a rocket. We only have 4. There's only 65 of them built because they have the same cost almost as a 700, but hold much less people, right? 40 or something less people than the 700s do. I think we have a high density. We have like 126, I think, could fit in this, or something like that. All right, I've got the numbers here. Flap 1, we have 810 feet, and we're looking at a trim. Yeah, Steve, I know you wanted the CRJ. That doesn't mean I won't do a CRJ. It just might be recorded. I might do a recorded route. We'll see. My pen doesn't work now. Let's see if we can't get that to work for us. Okay, flap 1, there we go. Runway 8, cell temp. What did we say we're going to do? None? No, I want an ATM on here. Nope, we can't do that because it's a slippery runway, so that is true. It's going to be a full power takeoff here, folks. We're going to have a good time today. Blasting off out of here. 6.5 on the trim, looking at 112, 123, and 131. Okay. So the numbers are good, and we've got a good margin on this thing. Looking at about 4,900 foot margin. So if we had to stop at V1, we would have 4,900 foot of runway to go. Just giving you grief. I know you are, buddy. I work at the JAC airport. It's Jackson Hole, isn't it? And we have 2 aircraft spending the night due to mechanical issues. AAL aircraft's delayed 22 hours. Can Coastal beat that? Yeah, I think we could. We fly up there. We actually go to Jackson Hole, I think. We actually do. I know we do. We go from Salt Lake to Jackson Hole over to Boise and then down. It's pretty cool. All right, so we're going to do a full power departure here. And so I'm going to leave that blank. You see it says cell OAT. I'm just going to go 24, and that's the outside air temperature. Oh, sorry. Did that wrong. You're going to go /24 like that and then dump it in. And that just means, all right, we're taking off full power. Basically, I'm just told the airplane that. We're going to flaps 1. CG is not 17. It's going to be about 18 or something. I got 112. I like that lower number. Just gives us a little more room to play with. 123 is set. 131 is set right there. All right, let's go ahead and get the fuel on the aircraft. We'll get them boarded, and then we're out of here. All right, we're going to click request refueling. 15,000 something, 15.1, so not a lot of gas. But yeah, so folks, what happened was we had a vote on what what the members wanted to see. It was a private poll, and the members wanted to see another 737 flight. So CRJ lost. Anyway, that's okay. I like the 7.3, man. Oil quantities are 92. Man, I'm having a struggle with this pen. What are you doing? Oh, that's why. It's 0%. Shoot. Well, that needs to charge, doesn't it? Well, let me charge my pen because I'm going to need that. Unless we go old school, write it in paper, which we could do. Sorry. Anyway, that's what we got going on. So we got the fuel on the aircraft. That's nice. Look at this bad boy. Except they're putting low lead. If I was out here, I'd be like, whoa, time out. We got a problem. Okay, that would never happen. I don't know why GSX does that. They should be, that needs to be coded correctly. By the way, guys, we have a beautiful day now of departure here. This used to be just 30 minutes, 40 minutes ago. This was an absolute torrential downpour. It's beautiful now. So I like my 600s. And you know what's cool about these 600s, right? The eyebrows. It's a 737 needs to have eyebrows. When they took those out, I was like, really? Not a coastal. We're keeping them in. I don't care if it adds, 100 pounds of weight. So what? It looks cooler. And you know what? We use these a lot. True story. We use these a lot in the Caribbean because sometimes when we're banking, like in Dominica, you got to be able to look and see because there's a runway you have to go. It's a special airport we have to have training on, and you fly into this airport. We should fly. We should go to Dominica one of these days. And then you go down into this gully, and you've got to, when you're turning final, you got to look out those eyebrow windows to see where you're lining up on the runway. So they are useful for us, especially down here, because we're doing a lot of visual approaches. So we do use those often. All right, back in the flight deck. I'm charging my pen. We're going to go ahead and do getting the fuel on the aircraft. We're going to go ahead and click boarding. We got, yeah, it's about right. Let's call for boarding. We only have 110 on board today. What do we got on this airplane? Yeah, 110. So we got 110 pounds. 110 passengers. That's not too bad. Request boarding. There we go. All right, so that's going to be done, and I'll get your comments right now. Ja, what's going on, Mel? He says, hello, sir. Air card start. Yeah, change your pen. First world problems. I know. It is. It is. I got to charge my pen. I have pens and I have paperwork. So if anything, we're not going to take a delay because I can't write something down on a piece of paper. No. As we do that, let's go ahead and do the brief. I'm going to give you the dispatch brief and we'll go from there. Okay. And just kind of looking down here. Obviously, CG's coming in. There you go, 18.9 on the CG for now. Trim's good. We'll go back to the legs page. We've got vectors to jet sluggo. So let me show you how this is going to go. Do you want to board crew? No, we're on the airplane, thanks. I'll show you what we're looking at. So we're going to go to the charting. That's the way it's our Navigraph charts, and we're going to go over to here. We're going to click departure, and we're going to do a SID, maybe. We'll go our SID here, and we're going to do the Jets 1 departure. All right, I got it, yeah, day here. All right, so really quick, we're going to take off. We'll turn 060 out. Kind of get this vector away from the beach. That's kind of how they do that. They want to get you kind of silent because this is a lot of money over here on the ocean front. So they want to get us out of here. It's a fun departure, guys. We're going to be taking off pretty much rocket time. We're going to roll the airplane 060 on the heading, and we'll intercept jets. Once we get to jets, then we'll just go all the way down. Come on now. We'll go all the way down to Sluggo here, and then from Sluggo, it's just basically St. Martin. We'll grab the visual approach. We'll just back it up with the RMP. All right, and let's brief you on that because we're not going to have time once we get airborne. It's going to be pretty quick. I will tell you this really quick on the airport here at. Let's look at the construction, see what we got. We have. All right, yeah. So we got S3, so we're going to be actually a little bit restricted on that. Not a big deal. So again, right down here, all this they're repaving this. Has been working on this for a year now. We'll take S3, and then we'll go. And I'll have to do a runway shortening on just the performance. We had 4,900 feet of runway available, so I'm not worried about that. But you can see we're right here. We'll push back, and then just going to go nose to the right, and then we'll go Sierra 3 outbound. Okay. Arrival. Let's talk about that into St. Martin today. There is no star. We're going to do the RNAV into here. And basically, I just want to grab this Sluggo. We're just going to go Sluggo to Avaki, and then we're just going to go straight in. Visual approach, straight now, no problem. Okay, we'll check the weather here because there is some forecasted showers in the area. So just so you know that's what we're going to try to do today. I'm going to go to arrivals. We're going to go to the RNAV 10 and Sluggo transition. We'll execute it. Go to our legs page. And then we got vectors, jets, Sluggo, Avaki, and then we're in. Okay, that's all set, ready to go. No problem. Okay, and I don't even need to put in our weather, in terms of like winds or anything like that. You don't need that stuff because we're super low and it's really close, guys. It's only 170 something, 79 miles or something like that. It's super close. I don't know what happened to my stinking thing here. What the heck? By the way, if you're a Ranger fan, I don't mean to talk about hockey, but I'm gonna. They just hired Mike Sullivan as the new coach. Sully is the coach. So that's going to be good. Maybe. We'll see. Good evening, Captain. Hope the day and week was good. What do you think about the Blue Shirts' new coach? Oh, I'm glad you brought it up. Why did the GOAT become a lawyer? He was a big believer of law and order. That's pretty good. Gotta like that. There's our dad joke of the day. Pretty cool. Okay, guys. We're getting the passengers on the aircraft right now. It looks like, yep, they're boarding us. Good. I have got to throw my sound up. It's a little low. There we are. All right, so we're getting the passengers on the aircraft right now. The FMC is taken care of. Let's go ahead and look at our weather here. We've got 299.05. I've got that set. And I'll give you a briefing as we're getting them boarded here. Yeah, I don't know where GSX is. Usually you'd hear them. But let's go ahead and give you guys a briefing. You got that one or that view. Yeah, let's do that one. Folks from the flight deck, welcome aboard Flight 31, nonstop service over to St. Martin. I show a flight time of a whopping 37 minutes once we're airborne. St. Martin right now, 81 degrees, just a few clouds there at 1,000 feet. Might be a little bit bumpy on the climb out just because that weather's passing us to the north. But after that, should be okay. Expect an on-time arrival into St. Martin. Thanks for watching the FSBN channel. Remember to sit back, relax, enjoy the rest of the flight. And if you're new, subscribe to us. And also, if you are a subscriber, make sure you smash that like button. It helps us out. Thanks again for watching, and welcome aboard. All right, got to give you a briefing. That's done. Let's go and do our flows. So we're going to do a full flow on this one just because we're a brand new crew, right? So we're taking the aircraft over from an AM shift. We're on the PM now. So if I can get this dumb thing to work, it would be really cool. There we go. All right. Those are off. EECs are on. Flight recorders getting checked. Good. Good. PSEU light is off. Yaw amper's coming on here. That's normal, normal, auto, and normal coming down. We'll throw one of the fuel pumps on just for now. Seatbelts are on. Good. We're going to come upstairs here. Ground power is on. Galley power is good. Good. APU, I'm just going to keep it on that. Let's check our window heat. I'm going to throw all 4 on. Wait for those lights to come on. Then going to shove it to overheat. It overrides that. Going to shut them all off, then turn them back on. Just checking lights, and I'm just checking the lights here, basically, more than anything. These are off for now. I want to see, we can get them going. Let's turn on our pumps. Let's get this show on the road here. We're ready to go. At least up front. 0, 0. We'll hold this for 5 seconds. That erases. That's just basically a test. All right, that's good. Then we're going to come upstairs here. Duct and pressure's good. I'm going to bring this down to about right here. I like a little cooler. This is the Caribbean, and it's hot. We'll do an overheat test. You can see wing body overheat should trip off. There we go. That's the auto. These packs should be off because you have the AC cart going on outside. And then altitude. Oh, no, I lost my dang. I might have to reset my panel. We'll see. Shoot. Ah! All right, so altitude coming in at, what do we say, 21,000? Pretty much sea level when we get down to, St. Martin. I don't know what it just did. I don't like when it does that. When you hear those things, I don't like that. It's no bueno for me. 14 feet, so we'll just go 0. And dropping down, we're on steady. Those are off. That's off on the right side today. Crap. I don't know what's going on. Something is going on. It's got to be my panel. Shoot. Yeah, it doesn't like me. Ow. I got a frozen airplane now. That's not good. Let's see if it comes back. Might have to do a reboot. Come on, man. Right here. I gotta completely get rid of that and see if it released it. What is going on? It's like locked up. It's having definitely an issue with something. And I'm sim lockup detected. Yeah, I know. We have an issue, sir. Shoot. That's not looking good. I'm gonna have to cancel the flight for a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna have to reset the panel, like everything. Yeah, see, this is a problem. This ain't good. We have to do a full-on burnout on this one, you guys. We're gonna have to. It's locked up. Yeah, I think the panel lost power. I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna have to go ahead and reset the whole shebang. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's good. Come on.
Runway awareness. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna try to save this panel state. I'm gonna try to. Hang on, it came back. So let's see if we can get it to work. Stand by. Yeah, all right, that's what happened. So it dropped off, and that's why. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drop this down. I just don't want to hear that. And my throttles are disconnected, that's why. So let's drop this down. We'll shut off the alarms. We'll see if we can't reset the panel with this on. We'll go from there. We might be able to. So all bets are off. We'll see. We'll see if we can do it. I do have to do a few things, so I have to get up. I'll have to get this Go Flight system working. Let me find it first. I'll open the Go Flight panels, and then I'll have to reset everything. So, does it usually like it plugged in? No, it doesn't, but I'm going to try it. We're going to see if it works. How's that? All right, so this is what we got plugged into the system right now. We've got everything in there. It's sensing everything, which is good. Okay, so that's good. It said it was a G8 panel that was done. Well, that clearly is working. Let me go ahead and try this now. Okay, so I'm just going to quit that. We're going to go and reset it. I'll just have to do a quick reset here with the GF panel. And then we'll go from there. What you should see is I'm going to shut everything off, and then power back on. I'll be right back. Come on, you stupid thing. Work. That worked. All right, so good reset there. Hold on, we got to drag this back. Okay, why is my sim not working? All right, good. Back in business, you guys. Sorry. I do see my panels kind of little well, we got 10 minutes for a push here, and then we're going. So I have to reconnect. Reconnect ACARS, back up, and then I'll reconnect SimBrief, and we're gonna get out of here pretty quickly. Let's go like load, start the flight. Good, ACARS is running now. Let me just check my throttle quadrant and make sure we're good to go on that. Nope. Okay, so I will get that going here. It's always something. Come on, guys, I want to take a delay here. Okay, I don't want that on, so we'll shut that off. We are on the TQ. All right, we're in business. Okay, V-Pilot's coming up. Last thing we're going to do is hook up VATSIM to it, and we're going to get out of here. I'm going to do a quick flow, and we'll roll right through it. All right, we're hooked up. We're ready, guys. All right, so park brake coming on. Okay, brakes up. And I will do my flows really quick where the heck I left off. I'm just going to go pretty darn quick through this panel. Good. The MCP. We said 060 on the heading. Let's go backwards. We got to be out of here by 45, so we're getting close here. Altitude climb through the Jet's 1 departure. It looks like top altitude. It's going to give us transition down to 18,000 on this one and maintain 5. So go to 5. We're going to get up to 5,000 really quick. Flight director is hopefully working. Let's try it again. Nope, I got it on that side. This might not work anymore. Son of a gun, I tell you what. You know. Okay, well. Let's see if that did it. All right, auto brakes coming on, RTO. We're going to reset the fuel flow. And then lights, we'll just do a quick test. Take a look, check it out. Good. We'll shut those off. APU is going to come on right now. I'm thinking about it. Get the APU started. Maybe it starts. Maybe it don't. Check our aux. Good. We're going to come down here. That looks good. Sorry. And we'll check this. Let's test this. This is the motor, the electrical motor. That's good. That kills your trim. Good. We already tested that. Let's go nickel and dime. 1, 2, 3 APU. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll check that. Both sides. Squibs, cargo. We're going to go to primary A3 on a stand. Oh my gosh, that's annoying. On a standby here, and then we'll push that. Looks like they want us to squawk what? We have center online now, so we have to go get clearance. Not a problem. We're still. My dog's not happy. 0 and 0. I'm going to just brighten the panel up just a little bit, and then 118, 150. 118, 150. 118. She's not happy about something. 118, 150. My dog will not stop barking. She is not happy about this. We have an unruly passenger in the back, folks. What did we say? 150? 150. Set. Let's go and check. All right. We'll run the checklist. We'll get the heck out of here. It's 12:35. APU is on line right now. Coming on. Fuel pump's coming on. Let's get the doors closed and let's get the heck out of here. We are boarded. Doors coming closed. 1, 2. You guys see when we land in St. Martin, it's going to be a 30-minute turn. We're not going to have a lot of time. So this turn we had about an hour because we had a crew shift, crew change. Man, she is not happy. All right. I don't know. Check. Good, good. Let me give him a call. My pen's charged, maybe? Maybe? Maybe not. Man. She's definitely trying to tell me something. Let me give him a call. I can't. I don't want to cue the mic with the sticking dog. All right, let me call him. Someone sent a Riptide 31 looking for IFR over to St. Martin. All right, hold on. Something's wrong. I gotta check this out. I gotta see what the heck's going on over here. They are not happy. I'm on the wrong frequency, number 1. All right, let's try this. Where's my flipping 136? I want to see what the panel did. Okay, so we got 118, 150. I don't know where that went. I gotta check on this. I don't know what they're barking about, but they don't like it. I'll be right back. Okay, we're good. I'll be right back, folks. I gotta see what these dogs are yapping about.
Charlie Foster to Lima Juliet, no traffic observed between you and San Bartolome. Radar services are terminated. Squawk VFR, frequency change approved. Have a good landing.
Okay, switch VFR, frequency change approved, Foxtrot Zulu Lima Juliet. Thanks.
Yep. Welcome back. Hello, 320, you are radar contact over Calto, so level 390, welcome.
Thank you, Velo 220.
November 123, Mark Golf, clear direct destination, Madagascar.
Sorry, that was the ice cream man she was barking at. Let me give him a call. Someone said a Riptide 31 looking for IFR over to St. Martin.
November 123, Mark Golf, clear direct destination, Madagascar.
Clear direct destination, Madagascar, Jimmy Golf.
Riptide 31, someone send a good evening, cross on request.
Apparently, they don't like the ice cream.
Riptide 31, you clear to St. Martin via the Jet Swan departure. The logo transition then is filed. Trying to maintain 5,000, special level 210, 17 minutes after. Departure this frequency, squawk 4423.
Okay, Jets 1 Sluggo, 5,000, 4423 for the squawk, Riptide 31.
Riptide 31, expect for level 210, 10 minutes after.
Yeah, we'll expect 210.
Riptide 31, read back correct. Call for push, information. Bravo is current. You can expect runway 8 at Sierra 3 for departure.
Okay, we'll call for push, expect runway 8, Riptide 31.
Attention all
442.
aircraft, information Foxtrot square for Juliana, Juliana QNA 1014. Information Bravo San Juan, San Juan altimeter 29907.
29907 now. All right, let's go ahead and change that.
JetBlue 2938, information Bravo for San Juan current. You can expect the ILS runway 10 approach.
We have
Steve say, way to recover, nice job. All right, let's do the checklist. Let's get the heck out of
20
here.
about discretion, cross Bino, Adam maintain 11
All right, here we go.
San Juan
Before start,
altimeter
fuel pumps, they are
29907.
on, and our fuel is verified. Good. Passenger signs are on. Window heat is on. Hydraulic pumps are on. Doors, they are closed. They sure are. Doors are closed. Pressurization is on auto. Yep. And then snap trim is set. RTO on the auto brake is set.
Number 123
Before start
Mark Golf,
checklist is
advise you have the
complete.
weather and NOTAMs from Maya West when able to approach request.
I do not have the weather conditions on my list, and
We are on
I
the
would
ship.
like to do the RNAV 09er.
I'm gonna go ahead and
123 Mark Golf, Roger, expect vectors for the RNAV approach runway 9er. Do you want to start it from a specific waypoint or do you want vectors to final?
Vectors to final will be good. Turn me off.
Number 123 Mark Golf, Roger, expect vectors to final.
All right, we're getting the jetway pulled back here. Here comes the pumps off. The air conditioning cart getting off the aircraft. Yes, sir. APU's running. It's weird. I don't know what's going on with the volume, but something's up. Jeffrey, how's it going? There's only one thing that would make this flight better. An MD-80. Yeah. I gotta put a meme with Christopher Walken. That would be hilarious. We should do that meme with Christopher Walken. You know, he says, I need more cowbell. Yeah, well, we need more MD-80. I think that's what we need, right? I have a fever. You guys know that skit? That was hilarious. It's awesome. I just dated myself, but whatever. It's such a classic. Okay. All right, you guys, we're ready to go here. 12:43. We're on time, even with that little maintenance delay we had to deal with. We're still running on.
Number 123 Mark Golf, fly heading
schedule.
to 0 vectors for the approach.
210 vector for the approach. Turn me off.
Number 123 Mark Golf, descend and maintain 8,000.
Okay, that's coming on.
8,000. Turn me off.
All right, we're going to go ahead and push nose right, tail left. Let me call him. Yeah, hold on there, Tiger. San Juan Center, Riptide 31, push, please.
Riptide 31, push into Sierra approved, no station west, call for taxi.
Okay, push approved, Riptide 31. All right, brakes off. Let's go 12:44. I'll release the brakes. And folks, that is an on-time departure, you guys. Timeout 12:45 local. Looking at 92 over 95. Hydraulic 92, 92. All right, let's do it. APU bleed coming on. Nope. Let's try that again. There we are. We're going to start number 2 first, and then we'll just start number 2. Fire 2. This is weird. There we go. 23,
Mark Golf,
24,
maintain
25,
3,000.
fuel in.
3,000, German Golf.
There's a light.
JetBlue 1938 from Joshi, proceed direct to Tanner for the LS 10.
Say again?
JetBlue 1938 from Joshi, proceed direct to Tanner for the LS 10.
Officer Judge, did it 10 or JetBlue 1938.
Got a good light there. We got rollback. All right, isolate, ventilate. All right, I'm gonna start number 1. Park brake set. Fuel in. There's the light. Oil pressure is coming up. Go for that rollback coming out. Starter cutout. And we got the rollback. Don't do anything until we see the guy with the pin. There they are. Good. Once they stop, we'll give them a salute. I'd have my window open right now, and I'd go like that. That's what I would do. So, super nice out here. All right, let's get it done. 1, 2, APU's coming off. And then we're going to come over here, just check our generators all the way around. That looks great. Inverter's looking good. Propeat's coming on. That is on auto, off. Continuous on the left, right side. Sorry, taxi light is on. Standby for flaps. Flaps 1, here we go. Watch your knees. All right, guys, let's go with the taxi checks, and we're out of here. I'm going to go ahead and throw ET. All right, before taxi, generators are on, Probeat is on, anti-ice is off, light controls are free, flaps 1-1, TARA is on, and we're cleared on the lights here. Good. Transponders on TARA, it is set. Taxi checklist complete. All right, guys, in the chat right now, chutes on. Let's go get a taxi clearance. San Juan Center, Riptide 31 ready to go here. Ready to taxi, sorry.
Riptide 31, runway 8 at Sierra 3, taxi via Sierra.
Okay, runway 8 via Sierra. We'll expect a Sierra 3 for Riptide 31.
JetBlue 1938, descend and maintain 4,000.
Brakes off, let's go.
4,000 JetBlue 1938.
Abelo 220, information Bravo is going for San Juan. You can expect the ILS-10 approach.
All right, you guys, chutes on in the chat. Did you guys do it? Right, I see it now.
The approach for 10, ILS 10, for Abelo 220.
November 123 Mark Golf, turn left heading 180.
Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for departure. Thank you.
November 123 Mark Golf, to confirm, turn left heading 180.
Left heading 180, German Golf.
Thank you.
All right, we got Sierra 3 coming up. Let's do takeoff checks. Takeoff config check. PAX. Our auto bleeds are on. Altimeters are set. Recall is complete. Takeoff checklist is complete. That's where we're staying tonight. One of these hotels over here. Believe it or not. Are you guys ready? You should never have enough MD-80. Well, that is true. That is true.
November 123, Marco, proceed away to Jadu, Juliet Yankee, Alpha, Delta, Uniform Bravo, cross Jadu at above 3,000, clear Anna, trading Anna, runway 9 approach.
We detect ground loop, cross Jadu at 3,000, and clear Arna approach runway 9. 3 my golf.
Number 123, Marco, report IFI cancellation in the air on the ground, this frequency. Status change to advise is approved.
And we'll be canceling IFR on the air. Sure enough.
Number 123, Marco, to confirm you want to cancel IFI this time?
Yes, sir. Sure enough.
Number 123, Marco, Roger, IFI cancellation is received, 0125. Change to advise is approved. Have a good one.
Mission approved. Have a good one. Sure enough.
Yep.
Ow. Our lights are on. We're ready to go here. Let's get out of here. San Juan Center, Riptide 31, ready to go. Runway 8.
Riptide 31, Roger, standby 1, break JetBlue 1938, cross center, out of about 3,000, clear ILS, runway 10 approach.
Center at 3,000, I clear out of JetBlue 1938.
Riptide 31 on departure, fly heading 060, wind 070 at 4, runway 8 at 03, clear for takeoff.
Okay, copy. 060 on the heading. Runway 8, clear for takeoff. Riptide 31.
And heading 060, 060.
Roger, 060 on the heading for Riptide 31. Thought I said that. Did I not say that? All right, we're clear on the left. You're cleared on the right. We've got runway 8 on the pavement here. All right, you ready for the rocket ship? Let's do this thing. Auto throttle is armed. Here we go. 400 feet, 060 on the roll. All right, clicked off. Hang on.
8.
And we're back on. And here we are, rocket ship time. Let's do this thing. Yeah, that's a kick right in the pants right there, man. There's 80 knots. Cross track. And this is quick. We're at V1.
V1.
We're going. Here we are.
JetBlue 1938, traffic departing, runway 8.737, wind 080 at 4, runway 10 clear to launch.
10 clear
Clear
to
up.
launch, JetBlue 1938.
Riptide 31, radar contact 300.
400, sir. Roll, 060.
Riptide 31, thank you, gonna maintain, level 210, proceed direct jets.
Okay, 210 on the altitude, and what'd you say? Direct to jets. Jets. And we'll go direct jets, Riptide 31. 210 on the heading, altitude. Okay, 210 on the climb. I'm going to pitch that nose
Riptide
down.
31 is confirmed, direct jets. Juliet Echo Tango 00.
Yeah, Roger, that's confirmed. Direct jets. I got to get this airplane. Ready. Good. All right, looking good right there. We're going to go direct jets. Everything's nice and smooth. It's better not. All right, what are you doing? Okay. All right, I think I've got a control problem again. So we're going to go to direct jets. I'm fighting it, so give me a second here. There we go. I gotta deal with the issue first, you guys. I think I know what's going on with the airplane. It's a rudder hard over again. Yep, I've got it. I got my hands full.
20 from Bino, proceed direct to Tanner.
I'm gonna go
Well,
control wheel steering. I can't even look away right now.
From Bino, we will proceed direct to
Better get
Shannon.
that stupid. I gotta get that rudder over. So let me do a direct to jets really quick. And as we do that, I'm gonna go LNAV. Just gonna kind of give me some commands. Just trying to get this airplane back where it needs to go. The rudder is coming back in. I don't know why it does that all the time. It's really annoying. $220 on the speed. Stop it. Okay, that's done. Gosh, dang, dude. It's always something. Give me VNAV here. There we go. Alright, we're going to catch up some speed here and then we'll start the climb. It was a handful. That dumb rudder again on me. I don't know why it does that. There's got to be like some kind of a trigger that it's doing, but it shouldn't be doing that. I could tell when the yoke was, when I was moving the airplane, I'm like, this is just weird. All right, we're through 8,000. We're stable now. Flaps are up, gears up. I'll do our climb check here. Now we're on a good stable climb. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right, that looks good. This is gonna be on battery. Coming down here. Lights are good. Whew. 10,000 feet. We'll let the flight attendants know. Pretty much not going to do anything. We're not going to serve anybody on this route. It's too quick. Well, let's get some altitude here. I'm going to start the climb. Cleared up to 210. It's a pretty airplane, isn't it? I like the 600 a lot. All right, we're done.
JetBlue 1938, I mean, I'm not sure if you're trying to drift on the taxiway, but welcome to San Juan. Left turn Hotel 6. Where are you parking?
We're like the back into that parking with the jump on every night.
JetBlue 1938, okay. Gate April 4th, taxiway hotel.
Did he land on the taxiway, did he say? Did he say he just landed on the taxiway? Did you guys catch that? That's crazy. All right, you guys, let's get the weather in St. Martin. I'm going to take my belt off here really quick. It's just going to be really fast. It's a fast flight. We get the weather in St. Martin. All right, let's do this thing. Airport, 0804 knots. Nope.
Nope. 220, so let me do 5,000.
He's having a laugh.
No, 220 going down to 5,000.
Okay, 050 to 11. Visibility is great, more than 10 here. Sky conditions, few clouds at 018. And then a few 27 over 25. Altimeter coming in at 1014, runway 10. We're going to go ahead and change that right now to, once we hit 18,000, the transition will be 5. Now you can see the Puerto Rico's off on the right wing here. And then we're basically going to hit St. Thomas, and then we'll turn southeast. All right, there's 18,000. Now we're through transition, standard, and lights are going to be coming off. Those two lights are on. Wing lights are off. Logo lights, I don't know why they're on anyway. They shouldn't have been. All right, through 18,000. Good. Climb check. Packs and bleeds. They are auto and on. Pressurization is set and checked on the climb. APU's off, flaps are up, no lights. Climb checklist is complete.
Avelo 220, radar contact lost.
1,000 to go.
Reptile 31, I'm gonna be crossing here shortly, so you can resume my navigation over to advisory frequencies. Have an awesome landing on Juliana.
Hey, thanks a lot. Appreciate your services. We'll see you later. Riptide 31.
You're welcome, take care.
122.8.
Attention all aircraft, Sound 1, center is now close, time 0135 Zulu. All radar services are suspended. All aircraft for this frequency, please monitor appropriate advisory frequencies for further communications. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, 122.8, I'm in. We're set. It feels like something's wrong with the aircraft again. No. No, we're good. All right, so we're at level altitude, 21,000 feet. You can see we've already started that east trek. We're going to Sluggo, about 91 miles from it. We're just hitting jets. Just passing jets, that is. And then we've got Sluggo. And then it looks pretty good right now. The top of descent is coming up here in about 48 nautical miles. Pretty quick. Folks, from the flight deck, we've reached cruising altitude of 21,000 feet. We're going to keep the seatbelts on. We've got about 47 miles to descend into the St. Martin area. Right now, the weather in St. Martin is not much has changed. It's beautiful there. We're looking at 81 degrees here. Winds are light, and just a few clouds at 1,800. Should have you on the ground here in about 30 minutes or so. Thanks again for watching the FSBN channel. Sit back, relax, enjoy the rest of the ride. All right, top of descent's coming up. We're going to go ahead and look at the RNAV. We're going to go Sluggo, and then from Sluggo, looking at 26, Avaki is 2,600. So I'm going to go ahead and change this to 2,600. I can't sightsee, I'm sorry. It's just there's way too much going on right now. All right, let's look at our landing performance data. And gross weight's 121.7. So I'm going to look it up here in my my onboard performance computer. We're going to go TNCM. Runway is 10. Throw that in there. Flap configuration, we'll go flap 30. Landing weight's 121. Calculate, see what we get. So you have St. Croix on this side, which we fly to as well. We go all the way in the Caribbean here. Real fun stuff. Let's see what we got here. We've got leg. This is day 2. Do we go? We go St. Thomas, San Juan, back to St. Martin and San Juan, and then we go Montego Bay, Jamaica, and up to Miami on the last day. It's really a cool run. All right, what's going on with this thing? Auto brake 2, nope, it doesn't like that. Auto brake 3, 6,000 feet. So guys, just look at your fuel burn. Look at your fuel flow, 2.29. Very much the same as the 737-700. So the costs, the operating costs on this aircraft is higher than or just flat. So you might as well run a 700, right? Auto brake 3, what is that, 18 minutes on the ground? I don't like that. Let's go flap 40 and see what that gives us. Idle reverse. Nope, we want full reverse. Let's see what we got now. I'll go pull in the CTAF frequency and we'll get this show on the road. I think those tiles have to generate. The scenery is odd. Okay, whatever. Still the same thing. But that's better. Let's go with auto brake 3 gives us 6,000 feet of stopping distance there. We have about 1,000 to go. So runway is going to be 10. Auto brake is 2. Landing distance required 6,000 feet. We'll probably have. Let's take a look at the airport here. Airport info, landing 28, beyond threshold 7218. Okay, flap will be 30. Ref is going to be right at, cancel that. Ref is 133. And you look at the ref, just like a 700, really. There's no difference. Ow. There's no difference to it. So, there you go. All right, bear with me on this. Let's go over to here. We're going to go flap 30. Drop that in there. Everything else looks good. And then we're going to come down to 26. It's all set, ready to go. Auto brake is coming down on 2. Auto brake 2. And that's it. Starting our descent shortly into St. Martin. And guys, this is a double header today, so hopefully you'll stick around. Hey, Pops, how are you? Dewan, how's it going, man? Well, thanks. Yeah. Pops, I've been trying to call you all day. We got to talk hockey, man. We had the Rangers, as you know, hired Sully, Mike Sullivan. I don't think that's going to be their saving grace, but they need a lot of restructuring as a team. But it's something. It's a start. And then I heard they had John Tortorella as well. They hired Torts as an advisor, which would be cool. So I don't know how true that is, but that would be cool to get Tortorella on board. All right, where are we landing? Shoot, I think we're on Bravo 2. Let me pull up my. I have a. We have a gates list that we have, and I got to get that. It's called SIPs, S-I-P. Station information pages. We have. That is correct. So I got my SIP pages opening up here. We're going to see what the heck gate we're landing at. TNCM, which would be. Where is it? No. Okay, I gotta look for it. I gotta do like a control find kind of thing. Otherwise, it's gonna take me too long to hunt for it here. There's top of descent coming up. So this goes by. This is gonna be S. It's alphabetical order, so makes it a little easier. There it is. Bravo 2. And no services available. So we got to keep the APU burning. And I'll show you what it looks like. This is kind of what we have for coastal. That's kind of what we give our pilots for, our state. Every airport we fly into. I got to do 2 more though. I got a Long Beach I got to get done, and another one. All right, we're on top of descent. Runway 10, I've got that listed in there. Why doesn't it tell me runway 10? Okay, so let's try this. RW10. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try it. Yes, so take a look. Runway 10, we're going to go /15. It's going to be a visual. /5/3. There's our rings. That's a standard coastal procedure here. And I thought I had terrain on. I didn't. I do now. All right, guys, we're heading down the chute into St. Martin. We should be down there in about 10 minutes. Hand fly, top of descent, and spice things up. Gosh. Should have we hired Torts? Yeah, I think so. I mean, it would have been good to get him. I think they did. I think they hired him as an advisor, I heard. Or something like that. So that would be nice to have. All right, guys, we're through to 18,000 feet here. This is a reference to baby Boeing. This is a baby Boeing, they call it. I believe it's a close to a 500 in terms of size. All right, let's get CTAF advisory. Tower 118.7. Hang on, guys. I'm just plugging it in my panel here. Okay, 118.7's checked. Let me see if there's any traffic in the area. I see one aircraft coming up. Don't know who they are. They don't know. I don't know. I don't have a flight plan on them. They're in a PA-44. And he's going to... He doesn't have a flight plan. Anyway, that could be a problem. We'll check it out. Looks like he's in... He's in Saba? No, he's not in Saba. He's just south of St. Martin. Anyway, that's the only target I see, so we'll just watch out for him. PA-44, is that a Piper? Or so. Transition altitude's 5,000 feet here. Guys, chutes on. Here we go. And we'll go ahead and descent checklist. We'll get that done and rock and roll. Looking at arrival here of approximately 13:35 local. Let's see what time it is right now. 13:14. So we got about 15 minutes to get in there. This is a tough. This schedule. You don't have a lot of time to relax. It's a quick turn out of here too, I think. Let's see. We're turning. We're leaving at 14:35. Oh, we have a little bit of an hour here. We get a little hour. That's nice. We just had a 2-hour layover. What the heck? It's nice and relaxing. That's a surprise. Thanks, Pops. Yeah, Piper Seminole. Thank you. I mean, Sullivan, I think, is going to be good, but, you know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Continuous. Those are coming on right now. And we're all set. I don't like being here an hour with an APU running. There's no way. Burn an APU for an hour? I don't think so, man. We got to do something about that. Maybe we need to buy a GPU unit here and an air conditioning cart. Costs us about 30 grand to do it. I thought it was a quicker turn than that. What the heck happened there? Who made that schedule? This is a nice day. I mean, think about it. If you were flying, you come in at 9:40, you got like 10:40, you have a 2-hour layover. 2 hours in San Juan before you get back on a jet. I mean, this is like leisure. This is a nice, and then this turn is an hour. So you're thinking, I'm done at 3:25 in the afternoon. And then we're going to hotel, the Carib Hilton. You guys can look it up. I think it's Caribe Hilton. Caribe. The Hilton. We're staying in San Juan. Yeah, this day was quick. I mean, think about this, guys. We have an FDP of 9 hours and 10 minutes. Block time of 4 hours and 20 by the time this day is nice and late. The next day, tomorrow, 3 hours and 10 minutes with a FDP of 7:15. So leisure, man, leisure stuff. And the last day, you're looking at a block time of 3:92. That ain't bad. This is a nice little relaxing day, isn't it? There's 10,000. Let them know. Again, transition is at 5. So if you're wondering what the heck, I'm going to turn my lights on though. Just doesn't matter when transition is. Anything below 18, we got to throw our lights on. Wing lights are on. We'll get those taxi lights on. There we go. I'm going to change this over to VMC primary. St. Martin traffic, Riptide 31, 737-600, going to be setting up for the visual runway 10, approximately 25 miles out to the north. Jason, let's say you purchased the GPU and Air Start cart. Would it charge you for delivery, or is there an option to fly it in as cargo? I mean, normally it hits our books, and then I just subtract the $31,000 for the month out of that as an capital expense. We don't fly. We couldn't fly it here on the aircraft we fly. We'd have to get it delivered, right? We'd have to either get it from somebody or something like that. The problem is we fly here once or twice a day. Well, I don't know. I think it's once a day we fly in here. This is a 246 schedule, so this is a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday schedule. And that would be the opposite. So this day would be, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, we fly in here every day. So I mean, it could think about that. It could save us a little bit of cash if we were burning the APU for an hour. I don't like burning the APU for an hour at all. Now we'll run it. We'll run the APU. We have to. I mean, think about it. If we really did that, we would save a ton of money just in fuel burn, right? Because the APU burns about 50 pounds per hour. Well, a little bit more, isn't it? No, I think it's like 50 pounds an hour or something like that. I don't know. It's not too bad, but I think it's more than that. Don't quote me on that. I forgot what it was. Maybe it was 72. I have to look it up. You guys can look it up. Let me know. All right. So talking about this, I'm going to go ahead and do this transition now. And we're going to take this out. We're going to do 1014. There we are. Something cool about this airport, if you've never seen this approach, there's Mayho Beach down here. And these people will actually get on the fence and they'll ride the fence. You might see them as we fly over them. There's going to be people on the beach, and they're going to be waving and whatever, and we basically fly right over them when we land here. It's really fun approach. Matter of fact, it's so fun, I'm going to record it because I think we need it. That's going to lock it up and go, what do you want to do? I'm just going to call this 31. And it's going to lock up, so stand by. It always does this with FCR. It's getting everything, I don't know what it's doing, but it's annoying when it does it. I always have to hold my breath. All right, we're good. We're recording. All right, you can see we're going a little on the fast side. So I'm going to go ahead and light the, I'm going to bring it down about 210 here. Flap up maneuvering speed. And I've lost my sim haptics. Gosh, it's so annoying. Where is the PMDG aircraft? 700. Okay, there's 4,000 feet. Got to slow the aircraft down now. Speed brakes. That's the thing about the 600. The wings are pretty much the same. So you got this long wing, short body, really efficient aircraft. And it doesn't want to slow down because it's just, things are rocket ship. The great performance out of this airplane. Ooh, this is a spicy 1,100 feet. Looks like scattered. We might be in here. Okay, flaps coming in. I'm going to hold the flaps right now, actually. Just wait. I mean, you could go flap 5 anyway, but let's just look at this really quick. We are going to go down, if we had to, 686 feet. Come on now. There we go. All right, you guys, let's do this. We got 1,000 to go. We're going to zero it out. That is set to 0. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. Flaps 5. 190, 180 on the speed. Are the slats coming out? And it's a beautiful day here. We can see it. We're going to slow down. Come on, airplane. Slow me down. I'm going to have to pull some brake, get this thing slowed. Shoot. Nah. Trying to slow the aircraft down, you guys. Like I said, really efficient wing. It's a long wing. It's like a 700 wing, right? So you're toast. All right, we're good. You can pull those slats in. I mean, the speed brakes. We'll arm them. We get ready for the gear. All right, 5 nautical miles, gear coming down, flap 15. We'll slow down to 15. St. Martin traffic, Riptide 31 on final, runway 10. 5 miles, St. Martin. All right, guys, let's see Mayho Beach. I wrote down that, what did we say, 130? All right, coming in flap 30. And we're going to slow down to 130. Let's do the checks. Landing checklist. Before landing check, speed brake, arm, we got a green light. Landing gear is down 3 green. Flaps are 30-30 green. And landing checklist is complete. What a beautiful, beautiful afternoon in St. Martin. Okay, missed approach. We are going to climb out to the right because there's mountainous terrain up ahead. We do not want to hit that. So I really don't like sitting too dang low in this seat. And we're right up and down the runway. It's it should be 4 miles maybe. All right, I want you to look at the beach as we cross it. You guys tell me if you see any people.
Approaching 10.
All right, we have a disconnect. I've got the aircraft. Nope, 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 nope. Don't do that. Wants to climb on me because of those all that thrust.
500.
Check. Little downdraft. Trying to get the airplane squeaked out here for you. Let's see if we cross Mayho Beach, buzz the people on the water here. There they are. I gotta fly the airplane.
50. 30. 10.
Come on. Speed brakes. And extended and deployed. Take it down. All the way down. Welcome to
2,000 feet remaining.
St. Martin, you guys. I got the airplane. Get off the brakes. Let it go. Let it coast. All right, we're gonna do a little turn over here. Now we got the runway now, so it's ours. St. Martin traffic, Riptide 31 on runway 10. I'm gonna be back taxiing. All right, let's clean it up.
Approaching 28.
On the Caribbean, you have a lot of this stuff happening where you have to back taxi a lot.
28.
It's just the nature of the beast in the Caribbean. They don't have that room or space, so you're kind of stuck. Window heat's coming off, and then probe heat, throwing that off. And you don't want to waste a lot of time on the runway, so we're going to kind of get out of here. Bravo 2. Looks like a little bump. Good stuff. I'll stop the recording. I'm going to start cleaning up the aircraft. APU is going to come online. And we'll get everything shut off once we get off this runway. I wish I was here right now. It's beautiful out here. 80-something degrees. It's my kind of place. All right, this is kind of where we want to get off. Our first exit, we could get off here and then taxi over. Or we're going to go down Charlie. I think we're going to go down Charlie. We don't have a target on there, so... Of course it didn't. Alright, I'm going to come over here. We'll throw off nothing because my panel doesn't work. Sitmon traffic, Riptide 31, clear of runway 8. We can shut down number 2. I'm going to call for Bravo 2. Taxi's coming off on my side. Let's say 727-200. That's awesome. Who's flying 7.2s in here? Pretty cool. All right, park brake. We are on ship power. Engines off. Seatbelts. APU bleed on. Just want to make sure that APU bleed is on. I gotta lock this. Can't see anything. Good. APU bleed is... Jeez. On. Good. Packs are on. Fuel pump's coming off except for one. We're done. We'll go ahead and throw the electric pumps off, the hydraulics. And a collision light is coming off. No, it's not because the panel is broken. All right, that's it, guys. Done. I'm just going to come over here. I'll keep that on. Just make sure I'm down here. Lock it up. Yep. All right, we'll throw the chocks on the aircraft. And I'm going to ask for deplaning. Welcome to St. Thomas, you guys. I mean, St. Martin. Request deboarding. There we are. They'll get us passengers off the airplane, and we'll go ahead and get this flight in the books. I'll go get paid. And then we got to go and do a return leg. You guys want to go back to San Juan? That was a quick flight, wasn't it? I like it because I don't have to hustle, right? APU's running. Maybe we're just going to deplane the back. That works. There they go. Where's the other stairs? There is no jetway here. It's stairs, dude. All right, hang on. Let me tell it. It's stairs. All right, I'll request the stairs. I think that's a PMDG stairs that they're going to do. Yeah, there they go. All right, what time are we in? We are in at 13:36. Bravo 2. Oil is 91 over 95. And hydraulic 92 even. Our fuel is 57.10 over 57.90. Okay, good. And we're due to go out of here at 14:35, so just about an hour from now. That's cool. Gives me enough time to get ready and get the next flight planned. I'll go ahead and throw this to standby. All right, folks, what'd you think? You guys like that? Do you want to do another leg, or do you want me to just record the next leg? You don't have to do it if you don't want to. Unless you guys want to hang out. I turned off the transponder now. There's an hour layover, might be good. Good time to hard reset your sim. Man, do I really want to? Duck under. No, it wasn't. Your sim CFI. Hey, hope the stream's going well. Hey, thank you. Wasn't a duck under. It was right on it. Bang on. All right, maybe it was a little under. That's fine. I had the runway made, man. Especially on this runway. Yeah, you don't want to land long here. You just don't. I cheated a little bit. Yeah, I don't want to do a hard reset because I don't know if I need to. I might need to. We'll see. I'll do a reset over the panel. How's that? I'll save the. Let me go ahead and book the. I got to book a next flight. We'll come back, and then I'll roll. I'm going to go ahead and click end the flight. We burned 3,600 pounds of fuel. That's not bad. 3670 on the burn. I'll go ahead and file it. Let's get paid. Good. That is done. I'll tell you what. Nope. We're going to stay on airplane here. We can't go in the terminal or anything. So we got to pass, like, you'd have to go through customs and stuff. So we're stuck. This is where you'd have a lunch. Well, we already ate, so this schedule seems a little cushy. You know? Just on the cushy side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get up. We'll walk out of here. Let's walk out of the door. I'll pull the yoke up. We don't need to be in here anymore. Let's go sit down on the in one of our nice cushy chairs, and we'll get the airplane all set, ready to go. You guys can look out the window here. There's nothing to see, but all right, I'll give you a better seat. How's that? How about you can this? We'll take a look at the. Honestly, this is what I would be doing, heading out in the galley. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the paperwork. We'll go get that done, and we'll get ready for the next leg. I'm going to do that right now with you guys. Let's go ahead and get the next leg rolling. And I'll reset my panel and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and log in. I'll show you the intranet and we'll get it run. Yeah, all right. You guys down for a second leg? Yeah, let's do it. So I'll show you how much money I have in the bank. I've got $200,000 in my bank. And that's how much. This is not reflective of the airline. We have about 80-something million in the bank right now. This is not reflective of all the some of the expenses, but not all of it. I'm going to go ahead and click My Bids, and we'll see. Get that going. We got to find the mystery of the moving rudder. We got to fix that. That's craziness. Come on. It could take a while. This could take a while. Bags are out of there. They're done boarding. They're done deboarding, so that's good. It's still going. It's taking forever. Blue Marlin, the airplane. That's pretty cool. Let's take a picture. Come on. It's still going. Oh, man. Yikes. I love your quick links on top of the browser. What do I got on there? Oh, yeah. Oh, old school, right? You saw that? That's good stuff. He's talking about that. AOA's angle of attack stuff we did. All right, so TNCM to San Juan, Puerto Rico. We're going to click create a sim brief flight, and we are going to be in Blue Marlin, and we're going to proceed to the flight plan. I do need to write a few things down. Don't worry about too much with these times because these times are inaccurate. They are accurate in our list. We're taken with 111 on the way back. So these aircraft can hold 130. I'm sorry. So flight, what is it? Let's see. This flight is 31. So we go 31 back too. It's easy for me. 31, we've got TNC going to SJU departure time. You guys want to look at the beach? Maybe we could take a look at the beach. How's that? We could sneak out and walk over to the beach. 12:45, we're out. No, we're not. 14:35 local. 14:35 local. We got 110 packs, and let's look at our bag weight. We've got 2336 for cargo, and we've got bag weight at 3552. Very close to what we had before. 26.9 total payload, and then we're just gonna tankering is not recommended, obviously, so we don't want to take any fuel up here. We're just gonna click create the sim brief, and then we're going to go ahead and make adjustments because we're going to need to. So I'm going to go to flights. We're going to unload. All right, then just click right to edit. We're just going to go right to edit. We'll get it edited, and we'll go from there. Okay, CST flight 31. We're arriving in San Juan, and the TAF report right now it is 2:19 a.m. So probably probability 30%. 0319 to 0322, just tomorrow. So 1920, that's in the morning. That doesn't affect us. 030 or 0318Z. Okay, so right about here. 0319, 0322. So we're not concerned with this bottom one because this is outside of the scope for us. We're looking at 02 Zulu. So we're about in here. Vicinity showers scattered at 2000. Cumulonimbus scattered at 5. All right, we just came from there. It's nice. You know, it was clearing up pretty good. So we'll just look at the radar here and we'll see if we could see anything on the scope. I know this is not great because it's just doesn't give us a lot of, doesn't give me any room to see it. So whatever. It looks good. I'm just looking at that radar and I can show you. All right, so we don't need an alternate into there. We're going to take 600. Cost index is 20. I'm just going to kind of scroll down. Block time 40 minutes. 25 minutes. FAA flag. Yeah. Extra. I'm going to say give us another 15 minutes of just extra fuel if we needed it. And then that's pretty much it. We got Bopat 2 to Gouda, L577 to Stiv to see. I mean, I'm looking right through here. It's really hard to see this because of it's so squished. I'd have to bring up the... I've flown this before. That's 3.6% increase versus 5%. We'll take that one. And then I like to just go briefing preview because then I can see. I gotta let my dog out. I gotta see. You know, where's our wind? All this stuff. We're good there. And landing fuel 6.2 when we arrive. That's perfect. Okay, I'm good with that. Let's go ahead and close it. We'll generate the flight. And we'll call it done. TNCM. Aircraft number is November 600 Charlie Sierra. Okay, all that's good. I'm going to click View PDF. I'll download it in. Boom, I'll download that, and then we are done. I'm going to click Download New OFP and close. Okay, this is all done, taken care of. I'm just going to go file the flight plan now. So I'm going to disconnect, and I'll reconnect. I'll file the flight plan. Oops. I'll walk you guys like this. You can see the home office. All right, that's a cool view. I like that view. And I'm just going to get some stuff in there. I'll check your comments now, and I'm going to take a quick break. Is SimBrief included with Navigraph? SimBrief is free, but if you had, there are some features of SimBrief that are not, if you don't have the subscription, you won't get those features. So if you are a subscriber in Navigraph, you'll get all the SimBrief features available to you. I gotta let this dog out. She's killing me, man. Anyway, that's what we got. Because Southwest is changing, is completely remodeling, do you think more passengers will be returning to Coastal? Oh, yeah. Coastal and Delta, American, United, all of us. There's no way. We don't charge fees. We don't charge any bag fees. So we're still bags fly free. Matter of fact, that would be hilarious to put that on inside of our airplane. We should totally do that. No, really, we should totally get a decal that says, "No, really, bags fly free." Oh, what a good idea. I got to do that on one of our 700s. That'd be awesome. Oh, dude. Kind of jab at him. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, that cracks me up. All right, guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to go ahead and let the dog out and hit the lav, come back, and then we're rocking and rolling. We'll get ready for our next leg in over to St. Oh, before I do that, let's go to the beach. What do you think? I want to take you over to the beach really quick, and let's do that. Click this. Get Chase Plane pulled up for you, and then I'm just going to go to... Should we do the drone? I think we should do the drone. All right, let's drone it over there. Oops, wrong one. Oh, it's got to go faster than this. How do we go faster? I'm still trying to work this thing out. Trying to get this drone to now. Won't. Dang it. Rats. I wonder if there's nope. Anyway, I was trying to get going faster, but it's a bummer. Hey, looks like that Seminole's coming in to land. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take a look. Like I said, I'm gonna position this so you guys can plane spot. I gotta hit the lav really quick, and then we'll come back and prepare for the next leg. I just gotta write some paperwork down. I'll get the paperwork written down. I'll be back in like 10 minutes. I just want to stand up, stretch them. But I'm gonna. I gotta let my dog out too. I'm gonna try to get to the beach here. I wish I could speed this up. I don't know how to speed this stupid thing up. My gosh, it's like watching paint dry. Now's the time, guys. Spawn into St. Martin. Do a couple of loops. I'm gonna know how to reconnect to VATSIM so you guys can see. There we go. Oops. We're not where we need to be yet, so give me a second. Shelton, what happened? I tried bubbly for the first time today. Oh yeah, well, and you gotta like if you don't like seltzer water, you're probably not gonna like the bubbly, but it's quite fun. All right, so Mayho Beach is coming up. I'm gonna try to get you guys on the beach. Dang it! And the bar's over there on the left. And you guys honestly spawn in and do a lap while I stand up. It'll be great to see you guys land. All right, I'm gonna drop down. That is hilarious. Look at this. This is a cool spot. I don't care who you are. This spot's awesome. All right, let me go ahead and get over here. Yeah, dead on it. Let's go this way a little bit. And these people will stand here and get jet blasted by airplanes coming in. It's so funny. Anyway, there's Mayho Beach down over here on this side. They have a surfboard with a whole bunch of arrivals and stuff like that. Funny. All right, I'm gonna get out and I'll be right back, and we'll go from there. How's that? Dr. Pepper for the win, I'm sure. It's an acquired taste. Yes, it is. I'll be right back. All right. Welcome back, folks. Thanks. I just had to hit the terminal really quick. Lav and the terminal, and I'm glad you had a good at the beach. Yeah, I saw that lady walking through the sand. All right, we're gonna get going here on the next leg. We've got the 14:08 on the clock. We're due out of here at 14:40, 14:30. So now's a good time to get the fuel in. We've got 55.8. We're looking at 55.5. So we have plenty of gas. We're not going to uplift any fuel. We have enough fuel for to get back to San Juan, and that's what we're going to do. So 55.80 over 57.90. So that's good, right? Just going to do some arithmetic. That's 13 there. That's 10. That's 11. It's 11.3. I'm good with that. Okay, so we won't need to get any gas. We won't need to do catering. We won't need to even flush the lavs because we had the seatbelt sign on the whole time. So all we got to do is get passengers on this airplane, and that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull in the... I'm just going to file the VATSIM flight plan. We'll get that filed, and then we're rocking and rolling. We'll just get boarded, and we'll get the heck out of here. File a flight plan. It is filed. I'm going to disconnect, reconnect, click OK. There we go. All right, you guys, that's the end of that. Let's go ahead and take a look at some stuff we need to get looked at. We'll get the airplane configured and ready. I'm glad you guys had a good view of the beach while I was away. We'll click request the data, and there we go. So we pulled that data in. That's where we're going. San Martin up to San Juan, Puerto Rico. You can see it right here. That's our route. CI is 20. And we'll click departure and sit. Let's pull it up, find out what we got going. Paperwork says the Pat 2 departure. Let's go ahead and show you that. We'll just do a quick rundown. Now, if we could get off on this runway, we're going to try to take off on runway 10, roll the aircraft to Pat's. Really cool departure out of here. This airplane's got performance for days, so I don't have to worry about that. We're going to go to Gouda right there, and then from Gouda, we're into San Juan. Doesn't look like an arrival today into San Juan. Let's see what we got. There is an arrival to the south. I don't know why we wouldn't do that. We'll just go to Chukka, and I'll do the Chaka arrival. It's called the Chaka 4. Why don't we just do that? So we're going to go to Gouda. From Gouda, we'll go to Chaka, which is going to basically take us right to San Juan. And then that's what I want to do. So let's go ahead, and without any further ado, let's plan that. I just want to make sure we have... All right, we're good and empty on there. So let's go init ref, index, position initialization. It is Tango, TNCM. We'll go upstairs, throw it on alignment. I'm going to come downstairs. We'll put it on the ref page. Go upstairs. And then throw this, set IRS position, and throw it to nav and nav. That's a quick alignment. And takes about 30 seconds to align that, and we should be done. Route of flight. We're going TNCM. All right, there is realignment. TNCM to TJSJ, which is San Juan. I'll throw that in there. All right, so we are departing. Probably going to be the Pat 2, Gouda transition, runway 10. And the arrival is going to be the Chaka 4 to Chaka. And that's it. And we'll go to legs page. We've got ILS runway 10. Actually, if we could do it, there's a visual, which is awesome. Super fun. It's a really fun visual. If we can do it, like if the weather holds out, I think we could do it, which would be awesome. It's a visual runway 10. It's called the bridge visual. It is awesome. So if I could give you that, I'm going to do that, okay? But we'll plan the ILS 10 or the RNAV. We'll plan the ILS. We'll plan, obviously we'll back it up with the ILS, but if we can do it, boy, I'd like to do that. It's going to be the south route. We'll click activate. We'll execute it. Flight number is 31. Pref coming in. 0 fuel weight. I've got a 0 fuel weight of 109.0. By the way, William, how are you? I just saw your comment, my friend. Hopefully you're doing well. Let's go ahead and board the passengers while we do this, and then we'll get it going. Request boarding. There we go. The stairs are coming in, and all his good stuff's coming in. What the heck's going on? Why is my door closed? Burning that APU, you guys. Shoot. All right, we're planning out the fuel is going to be 11 point. Hold on now. Yeah, 11.1 on the gas. Cancel that. Reserves going to be 4.8. Cost index of 20. Looking at cruise altitude. Let's see what we got. 240 today on this leg. Winds are 257 to 37. Let me go ahead and call up my flight plan. We're going to that place. I'm going to click file. Oh, shoot. No, cancel. Yes. Let's do that again. We're going to do leg 2, TNCM, loaded. Start the flight. There we are. Jetway docked, will not see passengers. Well, there is no jetway. All right, whatever. Outside air temperature is 20. Okay. Now on the OFP, the onboard performance computer, OPC, I'm gonna check and see if we could take off. Sometimes we're restricted going out of this runway here, TNCM. I doubt we're going to be restricted today, but we could be. Runway 10, it is dry, optimum flap, maximum. Flaps are auto, off, and no. Takeoff weight, estimated 119.6 with an 18% MAC. I'll throw calculate on there. This is kind of what it's doing. It's doing its process, and we'll see what kind of numbers we get. Hand fly the leg. No. No. What are you trying to do? I don't want to hand fly nothing. Got my hands full anyway. Flying it thing. Well, calculate. What do you got? All right, ATOG is 119.5, exceeds performance limit of 106.6. So we have an ATOG limit issue at runway 10, which is no problem. So I'll show you what we can do. We can try to go, all right, let's do Let's go full takeoff, and we'll do bleeds off. Calculate. Let's see what that gives us with bleeds off departure. The reason why this is because there's a mountain on the other side of the runway. Same thing, it exceeds the weight of 109.1. So, how do you do this, right? How do we say, okay, it's not letting me take off because of the weight restriction? Because if we had an engine failure, we wouldn't have enough terrain clearance. Obviously with 2 engines, it's fine, but when you lose an engine, you might not have that power to get over or around the mountain. So what I'm going to do, and I did flaps, I can force flap 10, and we'll see if we get a flap 10 force, and I turned off. Let's see what happens. Nope, it's even worse. So guess what's the next best answer? The wind conditions are what? Oh shoot, it's 11 knots. 060 at 11. Hold on. So if we go and switch the runways to 28, is it really, it's a 9 knot tailwind. Maximum tailwind is 10 knots on this airplane for takeoff. So could we end up doing that? Yes. Let's see. I'm going to set flapped optimum. We'll go full takeoff on the power. NAS is off. AC, I'll turn that on. See, just keep it in auto, and then I'll click calculate and see what we get. Very close to maximum here. Limit. What does it give us? It gives us a margin. Oh, not good. That's ATM. I don't want to do ATM. I'm going to go full power. What do we get? We got a margin of 2,000 feet. So as of right now, we're legal. Right? We're going to get a weather change here in about 5 minutes, and we're going to see if it's legal or not. We have a 6 knot cross with a 9 knot tailwind. As long as we stay under 10, we're okay. So we're going to have to really check this one out. I'm going to leave this as, as full power out of this, and then we'll see. Flap, they're giving us a flap. So what do they say with flap here? They're giving us flaps 1, runway 28, no cell temp. So I'm not going to do assumed or anything. Trim's about 6.25, and we're looking at 118, 120, 129. Okay, I mean, it's not ideal, but right now we're legal. So, and safe. We have over 2,000 feet of runway remaining with those numbers. So it's not like, but it's the limitation is the takeoff tailwind. That might be a problem. So we'll have to, let's play it by ear. If we can't get, if the winds change on us and they go higher, well then I don't know. It might be a difficult thing. We might have to wait for the wind to cool down or the temperature to cool down so we can get a better favorable departure out of the runway. By the way, I've seen that a lot actually here at this airport. They'll flip you around the other way because you're weight restricted going out on runway 10. So we do this all the time out of St. Thomas. A lot of the times we can't take off runway 10. We have to turn around and go 28. So typical and it's common. Again, if you lose an engine, that's the issue. Then we had a bird strike. We'll never be able to climb over those mountains there. Even though we wouldn't climb anyway, it's a climbing right turn. But it's a fun departure. It's just unfortunate we can't go that way. Which it doesn't this departure doesn't work for this runway. So I'm going to try. We're already boarded, huh? That's good. I'm just going to look at the SIDS. Oh, wrong airport. Let's look at our charts. We'll look at the SID with BOPAP 2 and basically, okay, what runway? Runway 28 is just straight out. We'll kind of roll it out. We'll go straight out and we'll just kind of go direct south to BOPAP. I think that's the best move because then we're not in anybody's way. Gouda. And then we're going to, no, we're going to, what was that waypoint on that star, Chaka 4. I want to go to Chaka. So where's that? Chaka 4, dude. Right there. Gouda, Chaka, done. Okay, that's good. We'll click route data. All that's good to go. Legs page is there. All right, you guys, we're all set, ready to go. Legs are good. I do have to change a runway, even though I don't want to. But we're going to have to do a runway shift and a change on that runway. It's going to erase everything when we do this, but we kind of got to. We're going to go runway 28. I know it's not. Takeoff speed's deleted. I get it. Okay. It is what it is, right, guys? You got to do what you got to do, man. All right, let's get the weather. Weather's going to change on us again. This will be our final weather. 060 at 11, 59 minutes old. I'm expecting a runway change. Let's go ahead and get this airplane ready to go. We'll be taking off 10 minutes. All set there, set there. Fuel's coming on. Seatbelt's coming on. We'll close the doors. Window heat's coming on. Those are off. Those are coming on. 1, 2. Packs are on. We're going to go up to 240 today with a landing altitude of approximately 0, is it? 60 feet, maybe? 10 feet. We'll leave it at 0. And, oops, wrong one. We're going to go to the left side on this one. And a collision light. We're going to turn it. Dang it, I got to reset my panel. Like I said, I was supposed to. Let's restart the panel and hope. SRQ, what's going on, man? Glad to see the stream again. Yeah, well, lucky to have you on, dude. Hopefully you're doing well and enjoying yourself. Okay, landing altitude 0. Everything else is set, ready to go. What was I going to do? I was going to shut the doors and hope the heck the panel worked, right? Okay, we're going to go to Jetway now. Click return. We're going to go ground services. We were going to shut the doors. Gosh, dude. Let's shut the doors. Closed. And we'll lock them up. We need a push. Doors are closed. We'll pull the chocks. We're on the ship power anyway. Ground services. We're going to go ahead and yank the wheel chocks. Last thing, we're going to go upstairs here and turn on our anti-colite. That works. That's good. You guys ready to rumble? Got done with a 3-leg flight, ATC full coverage the whole way DC, Atlanta, Indy. That's cool. Lots of fun. Lots of fun doing that. All right, guys. Any update on the weather here? I'm just kind of delaying just to see if that weather's going to hold for us. It's an hour and minute old now. 060 to 11, still 9 knots. If it doesn't change, we'll just do it. I'm good with it. Okay, let's run the checklist. Let's get the heck out of here. And as we get the checklist, I'll have them give you a brief here. If I can find it, that'd be great. There we go. Folks from the flight deck, welcome aboard Flight 31 nonstop over to San Juan. We're sure going to be pushed back here in about 2-3 minutes. Once we're pushed back, looks like a 30 flight time's right around 50 minutes total from gate to gate here. Weather in San Juan is pretty nice, 77 degrees. Just a few clouds there at 2,300 feet. Humidity is about 94% over in San Juan. And thanks for watching the FSBN channel. Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. And remember, if you're new, make sure you subscribe. And if you're not, make sure you like it. All right, guys, let's go. Before I start, fuel pumps are on. Passenger signs are on. Window heat is on. Okay. Doors are closed. Pressurization is set and auto. Roger. And stab trim is set and RTO. Coming down, RTO set. Okay. Before start, check is complete. Let's call for push. We're going to click prepare for push and start. And we've got anti-collision lights on. Been busy, man. You know, thanks for asking. It's always busy, right? Trying to get these legs in, man. I'm trying to save for an airplane.
We are ready for pushback.
What kind of airplane should we buy? I want to say we have what, 200 grand in our account. We need to save a little bit more. I want to know what airplane should we buy a carbon Cub or should we do something bigger? And I'm not talking. I want something like a personal part 61 aircraft. You know, I'm not looking for something heavy or something like that. Yeah, we already got a 757. We got 5 of them coming. I'm talking about for like if I wanted to do. I did a couple bush flights the other day and they were really fun in Idaho, in the mountains of Idaho. Really cool to do that. Let's climb up to 5,000 here. Heading is going to be 280 unless something changes on me. That doesn't look like that's happening. Why is that on? 280 on the heading. Pretty much runway straight out. I have to make sure nobody's coming in on that because we're going to be opposite direction. 280 set. That's set. That course is good. 129 on the speed. There you are. I gotta make sure that that is centered. All right, we're gonna push in. I want you to go nose to the right. Okay, we're pushing a little early. 1431. We're not that early, but let's go ahead and push back. 1431. We got oil at 91 over 96. Okay, brakes release, dude.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Come on, really? All right, here we go. Let's gotta reset this. I'm gonna start number 2. We're gonna go on the overhead, shut the packs off. Packs coming off. Let's start number 2. Number 2 coming to ground. Fuel's coming in. Light.
Please set parking brakes.
Oil pressure.
Unlocking gear.
Get a Kodiak. Kodiaks cost about 1.5 million. I can, but I'm gonna have to save up for that. Right? We got about 200,000 in the bank accounts. I got to keep flying these flights. Keep getting paid. Got to do some long hauls, man. All right, we got on the bus here. Actually, it's not on the bus, but we've got rollback. So we're gonna go ahead and isolate, and we'll ventilate. I'll start number 1. Number 1 coming to ground. There it goes.
Tow track disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
All right. $25. Looking for the bypass pin here, guys. All right, there we go. All right, give a salute and you're done. Got a light. Oil pressure's coming up. Do we have a change yet? We don't. Take 2 good starts. 8 minutes ago. 060 at 10 now. We're good. We're good. The wind's dying down, so it's even better. It's 8 knots tailwind. Okay, I like that. Let's go to reset this. 1, 2, APU's off. Let's go upstairs. Let's do our flows. Okay, coming across. Gen 2's looking good. T1, TR, T2. Bat bus is looking good. Coming down. All good there. Coming up. Propete coming on. Down. Looks good. Up. That's good. That's coming on. This is on auto. AP bleed off. Continuous. Continuous. Taxi on. Standby for flap. Flaps 1. Watch your knees. Rudder is checked. Free and good. We're out of here. Piper Cherokee. You got some good. You guys get some good numbers here. Maybe we have to. Figure out what airplane you'd want to see on the channel. All right, let's do this thing. 4 taxi generators on. Propede is on. Anti-ice is off. Flight controls are free. Flaps set 1-1 green, and TARA coming up. That's it. We're set here on 118.7, which is the tower frequency, 118.7. We're good. All right, let's go ahead. Let's do this, guys. We're going to back taxi out here and deal with it that way. Got a couple aircraft in the air. Man, I'm sitting way high. There we go. All right. This stupid rudder I don't know why it decides to do that, but it's stupid when it does that. Beautiful evening. I'm ready to go to the hotel. Did it again.
Approaching.
That barely wants to turn. All right, here we go. St. Martin traffic, Riptide 31, taking the active runway 10 back taxi down to 28. All right, clear your side. Looks good. Okay, strobe it. Wing lights coming on.
On runway 10, 4,400 feet remaining.
All right. All right, guys, in the chat, shoots on. Let's do this thing. Flight attendants, prepare the cabin for departure. There's a couple big bumps on this dang runway. I don't like that. I don't want to hit those at 120 knots. All right, looking good. Let's go right here. Packs are auto, bleeds are on, lights are good. Let's go recall. Recall is complete. Takeoff check. Takeoff config. Checked. Packs are set, bleeds are set, altimeters are set, recall check. Takeoff is complete. Okay, once we depart here, we're going to go and runway. The headwinds are well, the tailwind is going to be about 9 knots now, 8 knots, according to the latest. So we are within limits. We have about 2,000 feet remaining if we had an engine failure. And we have no terrain on this side. Let me call them. St. Martin traffic, Riptide 31, taking runway 28, departing 28, St. Martin. All right, you guys, ready to go?
Runway 28.
All right, let's drop it. Put my seat down just a touch. Here we go. Takeoff thrust is set. Here we go. 80 knots, cross check. There's the bump. Whoa! I guess we're going. I told you that bump would take us right in the middle of the air.
Positive right.
Gear up. Jeez. This thing is a rocket ship. Let me make sure that stupid thing's not flying away on me. It's not. Okay. Alright, I'm going to set speed. There we are. Get out of that approach path just in case anybody's deciding to pull this down so you can see anything. Set climb thrust. Let's see. Good. Flaps up. Whoa, crap. All right, there we go. We're going to keep on trucking. We'll go 240. And speed up about to 220. I kind of offset that just because if anybody's coming in on that final approach, I don't want to hurt them. All right, standard now. Speed coming at 240 on the speed. There we go. Nice and stable. All right, you guys, looking good. We're gonna go. Basically, I want to go straight to Chukka. That's what I'm gonna do. Gonna hand fly the airplane up to 10,000. We'll go LNAV, VNAV engaged. We're gonna hand fly it though to about 10,000 feet, and then we'll take it from there. Airplane is increasing speed. Turn that off. Let it go, see what it wants to do. Man, I got a lot of down trim, nothing's happening. There's 10,000, 10 notification. And command, I want to go command A. Take off. Alright, we're on, autopilot's on. Looking good. Let's go ahead and take that, take that, take that. 1, 2. Through 10,000. Here we are. Heading direct. That's the end of that. It's a non-event. Right? So much power. That thing's just gone. Nice. I like that. It's quick and easy, right? Get out of there. Blast off. No problem. How many simmers wouldn't even do that? Would have just blasted off on the other runway. Yeah, so I mean, we have 200 grand in the bank. I want an airplane. Let me tell you what I want to do. I want an airplane to be able to go pretty fast, but have the ability to get in some smaller airports, right? Can hold I wouldn't say a lot of payload because you can't have everything, but I like a good amount of payload. I was looking at an Albatross just to see how much one of those would cost. Obviously, airports really don't matter at that point. It's a seaplane for crying out loud. So those range about 340 grand. So we had another 100 grand to save to do it. But it would be fun to do that, wouldn't it? It'd be fun to save the money that we have in our bank, and then actually buy an airplane with it. I think it'd be cool. There's 18,000. Climb checklist. Packs and bleeds. Auto and on. Pressurization. Checked and rising. Start switches are off. Flaps are APU and flaps are up. No lights. Climb check is complete. That's it, you guys. We're heading over. Look at those wings, man. They're huge. Big wing. That's why I told you these wings are just incredibly large for this airplane. Those are the same exact wings on a 700. So the airplane does not want to slow down because it's such an efficient wing on this body. Interesting stuff. An A350? 300 grand? A caravan. Caravan's going to be pushing. I would love to get a Kodiak on floats. The problem is it's 1.5 million. So I mean, we could save for that. It's up to you guys. The Cub would be awesome. The Super Cub, the Carbon Cub. We can go in some bush country flying on that. That would be fun. That's about 340 grand as well for a new one. Interesting. Let me just make sure I've got this right. The ILS 10. Yeah, that's what we want. Depends on the winds, guys. What the weather's doing there in San Juan. All right, we made it to cruising altitude, but like I said, we're going to be descending here in approximately 81 miles. There's no point in even turning the seatbelt sign off. It's beautiful, though. Nice and smooth. These flights are fun. Will Coastal ever get an Airbus? I'm never going to say never, dude. It'd be a personal plane. It wouldn't be a coastal plane. It'd be a personal plane. The 350 is a good airplane, or a 220 is a good airplane. We couldn't afford it. I mean, we couldn't afford a 220. It doesn't go with our model anyway. But they are attractive. You know, they sip gas. The problem is their engines are not reliable. Those geared turbofans, man, you got to pull them out of service every 400 hours or something like that to do engine changes on them. It's not great. It's the only downside with the 220. It's that kind of stuff. I mean, right now we're doing fine. You know, we've got 757s on order. They're coming. And they're going to help us stretch our legs a little bit longer, you know, a little more. We're definitely taking the 737-800s off of the Hawaii route. Putting the 7.5 on it. It's going to be better for us. I think it's going to make a little bit more money than the 7.3 does. The 7.3, we barely make any money on that route. Maybe $10,000, maybe, if that. I've seen a loss too on them on our route we fly, so it's not great. Just because of the size of the airplane, it's that 800 not great for that route, right? You need something bigger. A 321 is a good route for that, or a 757. That's why we went 7.5. So we'll see. Fun. Yeah, I like that, Steve. He said, what if Coastal purchased a plane? You get paid for some content diversification, i.e. bush flying. Really small essential air service flights like to Moab or medical air. Now that would be cool. Will Coastal get a 737 MAX 8? They fired the Air Baltic CO because of the engine repairs. Well, yeah, I mean, you've got to repair the engines. They've got to get those engines have to come off the airplane. Steve, I mean, could Coastal buy a $1.5 million Kodiak? Maybe. And you're right. Maybe do some EAS stuff, essential air service contracts. Possibly, right? That's always a good opportunity. I think that would be fun, maybe. Now we're getting into some crap. All right, let's get the weather here in San Juan as we take the bumps. Right now, San Juan, Puerto Rico, 1205. 9 miles in light rain. All right. Might have to do that ILS, guys. I don't know if we're going to have great weather for the visual. I mean, 9's fine. Few clouds at 2,000. That might be a hurtful thing. Bridge visual requires what? It says weather minimums. We need ceilings at 2,500. Brokens at 45. So we have that. We'll see. Let's see. I mean, worst case scenario, we don't do it. Best case scenario, we do it. It just depends on our weather up there. That's what really kind of hinges it upon. 120 at 05. I've got to get this airplane configured here. 9 miles. Few clouds at 2,000. And then we've got scattered 035, broken 046. Temperature 25, dew point 24, altimeter 29097. Runway 10. Let me just get the ILS dialed in just in case. Just in case. I've got 10907. Okay, 10907, that's inbound. Inbound course coming in 101. Okay, 101 set, and the Chaka 4 coming in 6,000 above. Yo, dude, we got to start descending. Okay. It tells me, yeah, we know. We're going Garza, then Wesson. Wait a minute. Oh, let me just make sure. After Chukka, it's Garci, then Tenor. No, wait a minute. That's not right. I'm going to skip all that and go right there. I'll bring this on down to 3,000 feet. If we got good weather, then I say let's do it. Let's do that visual. Really cool. Kind of making our own path is what we're trying to do here. We're going I like a Rikua. Alright, let me get San Juan pulled up really quick. Let's see what the tower frequency is at San Juan. 132.05. I don't know. Would you guys want to see some of that bush flying? 132.050. And I was thinking about we do a fly-in every year. We do like it's called Bears and Beans. We do this is bumpy. Holy smokes. Hang on, dude. I would be calling the flight attendants now and saying, please be seated. They wouldn't be up anyway because I didn't get them up, but still, that's nasty stuff. Moderate turbulence on that one. I know this weather radar, I think, works. Let's try to turn it on, see what we can pick up, if we can pick up anything. All right, runway 10, flap 30. Let's plug in the numbers here. Would you guys want to see that content if we did some bush flying? Would you want to see a bush flying series or no? Up to you. Okay, runway 10. We're going to go ahead and plug in the numbers there. Flap 30. For reversers, we're looking at 117 on the gross weight. 117.9. We'll click calculate, see what we got. T-T-T-D-D-D-D-D. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, that's auto brake 1 though. So auto brake 1 says don't do it. Auto brake 2, 73.91. No procedures required. So that's good. So we got landing distance with auto brake 2. We're looking at 73.91. I believe we have on this runway 10, we have plenty of runway here. That's about 8,000 feet, so maybe 7,900. Flap's going to be 30. VREF coming in at 131 on the ref. 77 degrees here in Puerto Rico. Obviously, we got a few clouds, and it's a little bit bumpy down low. All right. So, do you guys want to see some of that? There's some really, really fun. I was thinking about doing a fly-in one stream. Yeah, you get a Kodiak, and it's a Salt Lake based. I might just have to join Coastal. SRQ says Coastal Cargo with a fleet of 7.6 and 7.5s would be cool. Yeah. Would Coastal allow you to get a loan for a personal plane you are interested in? Hello, Darius from Lithuania. Well, how are you? Hopefully you're doing well. Thanks for joining and watching. We're actually heading over to San Juan, Puerto Rico. We just did a turn. Welcome aboard. We'll be starting our descent here shortly. So let me get back to this. Would Coastal get a 737 MAX 8? Yes, we definitely would. The price has to be right. Would Coastal allow you to get a loan? Probably not. We'd have to save. Now, could Coastal buy an airplane and we can use it for operations? Yes. Maybe. Coastal Cargo, 7.5 freighters. Yes. That is the next step. Once we get the 7.5s in, we'll be flying passengers. The next step is to get 7.5 freighters. And then we'd phase out maybe the 727 if the freighters are better. I'm sure the 7.5s are going to be less fuel burn, more capacity, and we're putting the 757s on the run. But it just depends, right? So all that's yet to see. But yes, you get a Kodiak. Yeah, that's 1 point. The Kodiaks are pushing what, 1.5 million on those airplanes, and they are really fun. They're fun to fly. But yeah, maybe we do a couple bush flights. I'd like to do some. Maybe we do a group flight. You know, you guys, anybody's welcome. Then we could do a bush flight somewhere in the back country of Idaho. They have some parallel 42s. Got some really cool scenery out there. That would be super fun to do. Just something to think about, and I like that idea. Let's say 2,000 feet. We could try it. Let me bring it down to 2,000 feet, guys. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get that visual approach. Maybe we can get that visual in, and we'll be in good shape. Because that, if we can, I don't know if the weather's holding up for us, but if we can get the visual. And like I said, we got to see what the weather's kind of doing. I mean, I know what it says on the METAR here, but I don't know what it's really going to give us. All right, let's go. Belts on here soon. I would love to have a Coastal seaplane fleet. Love to have that. You know, some seaplane services out and, you know, off of the coast of Miami or something like that. We'd fly maybe the Bahamas a lot. Something like that would be really fun. I don't know if it's worth our money, but it'd be fun. But out in Utah, you know, our Salt Lake City base, I definitely can see a, you know, bush flight, maybe some essential air service contracts into some smaller fields. I don't know. Or it's a cargo, you know, maybe we fly out some cargo. I don't know. Get a contract with the fire service and fly around some valleys. All right, we're looking at, so the weather minimums to conduct this approach is at least 2,500 foot ceilings and 5 miles. We have the ceilings. According to the METAR, it's a 9 miles and light rain, few clouds at 2,000, scattered at 35, broken at 46. No, we don't have the ceiling. Oh, we do have the ceiling. The ceiling is 4,600 feet, so we've got it. We got the ceilings. We have a little bit of radar painting over there on their side. I'm going to switch to terrain on my side. We'll shut the weather radar off. I didn't see anything painting up front. Okay, through, and we're going to go 29097. 29097. Lights coming on. I got to go really slow with this panel. If I go too fast, it doesn't like it. Ow. Yeah, there's an amphib. Yep. I can see coast with a Cessna Sky Courier. Yeah. Cody, what's going on, man? We were just talking about, I got about 240 grand in the bank right now, man, and I want to buy an airplane, a personal airplane, but I'm going to probably have to save up some extra cash. And we were talking about doing a group flight, you know, like Bears and Beans last year. I got to get that going again, and that'll be open for everybody. Maybe I'll put something together here in June, and we can do a Bears and Beans flight in the backwoods and do some bush flying. Be fun. That'd be awesome. So I'm trying to save. You know, what do we want to buy? Yeah, the Kodiak on. I would do if it was going to be based out in Salt Lake, that Kodiak, I would definitely have it on Tundra tires and a cargo pod underneath. Out in Miami, I'd have one on whip line floats. That's an amphib that can go, you know, land or sea. So that's kind of what I would do. You'd have to look at the use case for it, right? One, does it fit in our motif? You know, does it fit in our operation? Really, I don't know. I mean, it could. All right, let me just clear my traffic. I'm sitting there yapping. There's a big bird right there. What the heck is that? That is a 777. I don't want to tango. It's going to St. Martin from JFK. No, thank you. Probably flying the new 777-200 or something that just came out. Anyways, all right, set checklist. All right, altimeters bugs, they are set and cross-checked. We got VRAF, V target set and noted. Auto brakes coming on 2. Set. Start switches are continuous and recall is complete. Descent checklist is complete. We need to keep on trucking. We'll have to see how the weather is. I'd like to get this visual approach. If we could punch under these clouds, we might have a spitting chance to do it. And it's super fun if we can get it done. So I don't know. The quiet bridge visual will be awesome. We really need to get to 2,000, and we need to get to 2,000 quick. All right, I'm going to try it. Okay, vertical speed is me. I've got the airplane. We're going to go 3,200. Pop the brake. Let's go. Let's do 4,000 feet a minute. Let's see how that we do. 3,900. I'm going to try punching through these clouds, you guys. There's 10,000 feet. I got to slow it up. Let's see if we can get a good view of the airport. I'm kind of diving down a little bit, obviously. If we can't get a good view here, then we're going to have to scrap the visual, but I want to do the quiet bridge visual. It's super cool. We're lined up perfect for it. 270, shoot. I think we're going to make it. Or 6,000. I'm really kind of trying to get it driven down here because I'm going to show you there's a Walmart, there's going to be University of Puerto Rico, and there's going to be the Bay, and that's where we really want to throw it in. Ah, shoot. We're 5,000 feet. Okay, well. Maybe we can do a slam dunk. Slam dunk. $270 on the speed. Let's get the gear out. Dumping the speed brake. Get that gear out. Slow us down. Come on, 230, let's go. I got the pitch. Really difficult to see. 2,000 feet, here we go. I've got the heading now. Trying to follow this, heading select. Difficult to see right now. 190. 180 on the speed, level at 2. Gosh. San Juan traffic, Riptide 31. Going to be doing the visual here, runway 10. All right, there's a Walmart coming up. Brakes armed. 170. Really difficult to see right now, guys. Lap 15. All right, there it is. There it is. I got the bridge. So once you got the bridge in sight, it's my plane. I'm knocking it off. I'm going to go flap 30, please. We're going to slow to 30 ref on the ref. Okay, knock it off. There's the bridge. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down. Slow down, Tiger. Set 1 traffic, Riptide 31 coming in the runway 10 on the quiet bridge visual. There's the bridge right there. Check. Don't you dare turn on me.
Approaching 10.
100. 50. 30. 10.
Come on, settle. Extended, deployed. 90 knots. I got the plane, gotta roll. Get off on this next one, 60, I'm out. Welcome to San Juan. That was a fun approach, you guys. I love flying that approach. It's super fun. Haven't done it in probably a year and a half or more, but if you fly coastal, that's one of the things you're gonna have to do. Is that approach. It's super fun. I love it. Good time. Welcome to San Juan, Puerto Rico. We're going home. Well, I shouldn't say we're going home. We're going to the hotel. I haven't done like a 3-day schedule in forever. You know, there's something to be said about that. All right, you guys like that approach? Was that cool? Hopefully it gave you a good view. Cool stuff. That's off. That's off. That's off. Lights are coming off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Taxi's on. That's off. APU coming on. Last but not least, I'm going to come over here. That's off. Wing lights are off. Taxi's on. That is coming off. Auto brakes zeroed. Man, this seat's sitting so high. I gotta adjust it. I'm sitting on a little bit of a cushion, and that cushion is causing me to be lifted up about another inch or so. San Juan traffic, Riptide 31, clear of runway 10. All right, fuel truck, what are you doing? This guy has no... What are you doing? Bam! There you go. All right, let me get to your comments here while I taxi this thing in. 88 feet per minute. Wow, that's pretty good. I'll take that, right? What do you guys think about that approach? Did you like it? Have you ever seen the Quiet Bridge visual flown yet? That's super cool. You basically, obviously, just fly that bridge. Just come straight across. Glad I could show you that. That's a fun, really a fun approach. I mean, I love it. It's anytime I get the chance where we're flying from the east coming in, I always try to, if the weather's good, you know, I always try to get on that because that's super fun. All right, that's coming off. Okay. Now, I think this airplane is done for the day, to tell you the truth. I don't think we fly out of here much at night because the Caribbean pretty much closes. Unless you're obviously in Puerto Rico or something like that. But a lot of these airports close early. You know, they tend to close a little bit on the earlier side. All right, there's our gate right there. We're going to go Delta 4. Delta 15. It's going to be this one, this tucked in here. And actually, it's going to be the next one over. Delta 6. I want number 7. That's what I want. D7. Nope. ASIG. Shut off the taxi light. There's Delta 7. Oh man, what are you doing? Oh, I screwed myself, didn't I? I shut the wrong engine off. I need to turn. All right, we'll get there. We'll get there. There we go. Listen to that turbo fan. Look at that that CFM. Yeah, this is super cool. I love the sounds. The Boris sounds on this thing. It's incredible. You're probably like, Jason, just park the plane. What are you doing? I'm not paying attention. Great approach. Very nice. Good stuff. Okay, that. Okay, good. We're on the bus. Shut it down. Seatbelts. Get off my plane, you guys. We're in at 15:21 local time. We are, how about on time, you guys? That's awesome. We are supposed to be in here at 15:25, so look at that. A few minutes early, we'll take it. Seatbelts are off. We'll go ahead and call for deplaning. I'll get the airplane shut down. Request deboarding. Close that. Come upstairs here. We're going to do a few things. We're going to call for ground power this time. I thought I shut that off. I guess I didn't. Those are coming off. Packs are off. We'll get the outside stuff coming on. Chocks up. Then we'll call for ground services. We're going to request the ground power and the air conditioning cart. Once that gets on the airplane, then we'll go ahead and shut the EPU off. I got to get the beacon off. That's good. Beacon light is off. Fuel coming off. Ground power's available. That was nice and fast. On the bus there, that's off. APU is now off. Done. I'll get my paperwork in and we'll get this airplane ready to go for another crew. I don't think this airplane goes out. Like I said, I think it's done for the night. It's a definite RON. We might have to take this airplane tomorrow, actually. And then tomorrow's day. And by the way, I'll probably film these rests. It depends on what I can get done, but I've got 2 days ahead of me. So I've got San Juan over to St. Thomas, which is like 30 minutes. Back to San Juan. Then we go to St. Martin again, back to San Juan. That's day 2. And then, so that's those are quick flights, man. We're talking 37 minutes, 40 minutes tops. And then the last day, we got San Juan, Montego Bay, and then over to Miami, and we're done. So we'll see. Our gate Delta, what do we say? Delta 7. Oil is 89 over 95. Hydraulics coming in at 92. Okay, cool. We're done. I do need to write down my fuel status. What do we got? 3760 over 4140. Cool. All right, let's go get paid for this thing. I'm going to go ahead and click end the flight. We burned 3372. Okay, file. Should hear a doo-doo. There it is. We got paid. More money in the bank. We like that sound. And I'm going to save the flight state just like this. I don't know. Like I said, it's 1300. I don't know. It's 3 o'clock, right? Local here. I don't think this airplane goes back out. I don't know. I have to look at the schedule. But I think we end pretty early on those Caribbean runs. But we'll see. It could this could go out. I have no idea. So I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm actually going to leave it like this before I do anything. I'm just going to throw it off because we're done. Yes, we do want to decrew. We want to deboard. Both the pilots and the flight attendants are getting off this thing. And we are done. The reason why I'm doing this is I'm going to save the flight deck just like this. And then we'll come back to it. Clean up all your trash. Get ready for the next crew if they're here. And we're done. We'll take that. That's it. I'm out. And then what I like to do is just come over to here now, and then I'm going to click return. We're going to go to actions. Oops, sorry. This, and we're going to save it 600 and then 01. And that saves the panel state the way it is. We might not be able to fly this tomorrow. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I'm going to try to get these legs done, obviously this entire month, but you might see a lot of these filmed. You know, St. Thomas and San Juan, St. Martin, San Juan, that might all be filled. Next week, I am going, I won't be available on Friday, so I won't be doing a stream Friday night, but I'll do one during the week. I don't know when, what date yet, but it's going to be one of those, one of these flights during the week we'll do. All right, folks, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself. Thanks for staying on. Again, 2 legs with us. Check us out at flycoastalairways.com if you want to join. You do have to work, though. There's some of that required. Thanks for the ride. Yep, we'll see you folks, have a good one. And Steve says, is there a list of software we need for coastal? EGSX, ACARS, etc. ACARS comes with the program, so you don't need that. Do you need GSX? No, but it's nice. There's some the required things really are going to be the airplanes, right? You're going to want that. Scenery is not required, although we recommend it. It just enhances your flying experience, kind of thing. And I don't, guys, is there anything else that's required? I can't think of it right now. One of the things that's required is to get through the training. That's required. And that's a bear. There's no joke. The training is tough, but that's okay. All right, there's our hotel. It's right across the airport here. I think it's going to be somewhere on this beach. So I'm done. I'm going to go kick back, and we're done for the day. All right, we'll see you guys probably midweek. I'll have something scheduled when I know what we're doing. I don't know. It depends on how far I can get through this 3-day trip we have. Anyway, should be fun. Thanks, guys. We'll see you again next week. Until next time, keep the blue side up and the brown side down. Have a good one.
Board the plane, it's on time. Sun is shining, it's bright. Breezy skies, cool and calm. Take a trip, it's not long. Oh, the vibe so mellow. Airwaves sing like cello. Sandy beaches we find. Coastal airways, oh my.